Radio contact has been attempted but cannot be established. Instructions are to prepare for an attack by an unknown enemy.
De que la puerta del ascensor está con cerradura.
We have a bulletin just received. Now for Hostess Fruit Pie.
It was a damn light.
We're sorry, you have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service. If you feel you have reached this recording in error, please check the number and try your call again.
Hey guys, Dave from Nerdarchy, for Nerds by Nerds, hanging out with all these nerds tonight. And can we just start off with a round of applause for Tab Cannon here, Travis Bowles, for that awesome trailer. That was really good. Very impressive, my friend.
Thank you.
Let's do a round of an applause.
Yeah, there you go. That's why WebDM is one of the top RPG YouTube channels right there, that guy.
The guy with the big green fists.
Yeah, it's all about the big green fist.
I would clap my hands, but I can only
you can only give yourself a pound.
Right.
If you clap your hands,
do your thing. Oh. So we're gonna jump back into our Marvel Phase Rip game with our esteemed judge, Professor Bill. We got Megan R. Miller, author and writer for Nerdarchy. We got the chief and nerd editor, Doug Vahovic in the house. Travis Bowles, as we already said. And we're Eagle Keeper. Brandon is behind the scenes making us look good. So with that, I'm going to kick it to you, Professor Bill.
Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. And we're going to get a little thing going. And my usual rant. I hope you got your percentile dice and your passports and your vaccine shots, because we are going to be having a hell of a concert. We're doing a concert today, guys. We're putting on a benefit concert. Well, I'm not. These guys are. A benefit concert to help out all of the victims of the constant apartment burnings and crazy stuff like that. So they're going to be doing a charity event. That's kind of cool, right? All right. So guys in the chat, it's funny. I actually forgot to do a trivia question. We got to figure out who's going to be the chat leader. So we need a trivia question. So one of the players, give me a character. I'll try and think of some kind of a trivia question real quick. Give me a character.
Oh, Black Panther.
Black Panther. Okay. What is Black Panther's father's name? Anybody? The Black Panther is T'Challa. What is his father's name? It was the same movie as it is in the comic book. So
that's the first one I've known right away.
Nice. So put it in the chat, and then we will see who got it. Passports? Oh no. Okay. So moving on.
Underwood.
What? Underwood's got? Well, I don't see Underwood. Oh, claps, pause. Yes, Underwood is correct. It is T'Chaka. Raven, you're correct also, but you typed just a little bit too slow. So it looks like Underwood is going to be our chat leader. So let's put Underwood over here. All right, so Underwood is in charge of the karma. You guys want karma? Talk to Underwood. All right. And also,
although I would like to give Shivs the Stab an honorary mention for Mufasa.
Mufasa, that's messed up. Actually, I think that Chadwick Boseman is going to be playing Simba in the upcoming live action movie. Whatever, we'll see. Your name for right here. Also, by the end of the show, guys, make sure you stick around because Bob Radin and Fergal did a little bit of voice acting, and they're in the outro video today. Okay, so you guys, everything that you're supposed to be doing today is supposed to be based around this here concert. So does anybody have any last minute preparation ideas that they want to do? Because later on today is the concert. You got people bringing out, bringing out backstage chairs. They're setting up, the stage is set up. There's all sorts of good stuff. So there's an empty stage out there in the middle of the park and all that good stuff.
So this concert is like 4 days after the last game session we had, right? Because that was like on Monday and the concert's on Friday.
Yep.
Well, I would have probably had my valet, Mr. Underwood, contact some private security companies just to make sure we have like plainclothes security, like kind of on the perimeter of the crowd. And also in that time, I would have spent my time studying the machinesmith technology, and maybe if there was just some way to like kind of like build a little device that would alert me if that technology comes anywhere near, just so I have some kind of warning if they're going to plan anything.
That is awesome. Okay, wasn't expecting that. So let's see what we got here. Let me open.
Well, I assume Leo would probably been really interested. Like, that's something he can dig his mind into. Like, it's technology. Maybe I can like, study that and maybe like trace it back to like where the parts came from, or just somehow be prepared for that.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. That was an adversary. He felt like, okay, this guy I could deal with. He's technologically based.
All right. Well, you're going to make a reason feat against his reason. I am not going to tell you what his reason is.
Sure.
Deal with it.
Well, I don't want to know. I wouldn't know.
I'm going to tell you. Stop asking.
Let's see. 72 is in the yellow.
In the yellow. Nice. And your reason is
amazing.
Yeah. So, okay. You succeed. Oh, that's not where I keep my stuff. I keep it in my downloads folder. So my RPGs and my MSH RPG. Hey, you guys ever think of what is the MSRP of MSH RPG?
It keeps me up at night.
The current going rate is pretty high on Amazon if you want like an original copy.
But if we use the Nerdarchy affiliates link, all right.
There's no other way to shop.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm gonna open this puppy back up. Okay, I think we're good again. All right. Oops, and Brandon's typing something to me. A little breaking the fourth wall. That's all we do.
Oh man, they're already wanting to add plot twists.
At the end, Brandon, it's called the outro. So, okay. So, sorry, Brandon's typing. I have to ignore that he's typing until he's actually typed. So, okay, you want to do that. So now you're going to have to make, shoot. So this would be like kit bashing. I didn't know that we were going to do this, so I didn't refresh on the rules. But if you want to do that, okay, let's
roll some dice.
Yes, let's basically roll some dice, and I'm going to make a roll. Okay, so you have to beat my roll. Beat my roll, and you got it. You'll have your device, and depending on how much you beat my roll by, if you beat it, then I will actually make it more and more portable.
Who?
Doug.
I'm sorry, I was dealing with something in the chat.
No, you're going to be kit bashing your device.
Oh, okay.
To recognize the machine technology.
Okay, and this is a reason feed again?
Yep.
54, so that's probably just in the green.
Okay, yep. So, you think
it's very high tech.
Good, but I can assure you it's not.
Okay, but I think that it is. Like Leo, he's like pretty okay. Gotcha.
So basically, you're like, okay, this should work. This should work.
This technology is beyond anything I've encountered before.
No.
So.
You know it's not your best work.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Smart enough that this is nowhere near your best work, but you're thinking it should suffice in a pinch.
Okay, gotcha.
So, all right. That being the case, what else? Does anybody else have anything they want to do beforehand?
I think I spent my first check on an awesome new outfit, and
you are typing really loud.
Oh, is that what that is? I was wondering. I was like,
Thunder, Megan's typing.
Is there?
He's the god of thunder.
Right
At the same time, I'm very envious that you can type so fast. I'm just like,
I'll mute myself next time.
Like this all over the place.
Making notes about things in the channel.
No worries. All right. Go ahead, guys. Oh, also, I see Batman headphones, 5 karma points.
What's up?
Oh, you're not going to put the Silver Surfer on this time? Okay.
Oh, sure.
What is that?
Maybe I'll get a different guy.
Travis, say something.
I got the Black Panther. What you know about the Black
There we
Panther
go.
here? So
I know about the Black Panther. I just
represent. That's right. I know. It was Kismet. It's karma.
That's right. That's right.
I'll go with
Kismet.
Batman
Kismet
today.
works. Okay, so 5 karma for Travis, Doug, 5 karma, and Dave.
I just got a Nerdarchy shirt on, man.
Mm,
I was in the
That's
comic book.
worthless.
Karma.
you should consider some what do you call it? Underoos, you know?
Yeah, maybe.
All
Yeah,
right.
show us your under
The underoos were on top also, all right?
in superhero fashion. You
You
wear
don't
the
have to do
underwear
that.
on the outside.
I
don't
had the
want
Aquaman one. I think I wore it just as well when I was 5 years old as Jason Momoa does now. Okay, so Travis, you were going to do something before the game.
You have a Jason Momoa quality, Bill. I'll give you that. So
From here
hair-
up.
yeah.
He's got a
The
beard.
chicks dig that, man. That's what they're into. This shoulders, is part of it, but the hair. So I was going to do a super suit, but since my character basically had some sort of anxiety attack while killing robots in the park and getting kicked in the throat, or I got like stabbed in the throat with a baton or something, which really pissed me
I
off.
think they were like rakes that they turned into battle staves or something.
Like
that.
stun rods or something was my memory.
No, they were rakes.
Did you say stun bras?
That sounds like something Madonna would wear.
They'd snap at you.
All I know is I got hit in the throat, like those
It's
guys. in
moneymaker.
Taken. And it's not okay. So I decided at the end of the last episode, I believe, talked about a super suit.
Really quick, based on what Doug just said, if you were to shake your moneymaker, that's called gargling. Go on, Travis. Your moneymaker is
This is
definitely your voice,
escalating
My
quickly.
moneymaker?
your moneymaker is your voice as broadcast.
Oh, I get it.
So if you shook your moneymaker, that's called gargling.
Uh,
I kill myself sometimes.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna do that on stage. I'll do that. I'll steal that joke and do it on stage tonight at the big concert. So, because I got to come out, I'm working on my type 5. I got to come out tonight at the show, and I got to say what's up, and I'm gonna throw fruit pies to the audience.
Oh yeah.
And so anyway, I was gonna have a super suit and have it do something and need Night Light's help, but since my voice does damage, I think what I just do is, you're saying like we get a check for like being on the Hunts Point Heroes, like a modest stipend. So I spend like all my money on like a killer new outfit with goggles and a Nintendo Power Glove and boots, moon boots, electric helmet. This action right here. I don't think I have a helmet to mess up my hair, but anyway. So yeah.
Maybe it
I got
built
a
in
new
like a
costume.
reinforced throat part too after your debacle.
Yeah, it's got a whole cowl piece
A gorget.
comes up to my ears with like a thing like Cyclops, except like this thing maybe. I don't know. Still working on it.
In the crappy Richard Bay Transformers universe, where Optimus Prime's face mask isn't like always there. It's just when he goes to battle, it's like chink goes up. When you go to battle, there comes a little chink.
Yeah. And it has running LEDs like that.
Yes, it's got great lighting.
Yeah, it's badass. And so I got like a sweet new outfit, and I bring it up because superheroes need to have that progression. I had my wearing an old suit covered in hobo urine, haven't showered in days. Period. I'm gonna come out trying to look like $1 million at the.
Yeah, remember your
big
suit
shows.
is human waste resistant.
That's right.
That was one of the
That's right.
features.
I can
Very
spray it
important,
down
very important.
and wipe it off.
It's got that stuff like they spray on the thing in Germany that just like it repels right back.
A wicking.
Here's an important point to distinguish, though. Is it only human waste repellent? Because half of the things that he's been
Everything.
peed on by have
It's
not.
everything. All
It's
urine.
everything. Haven't I
It
been
actually
through enough?
repels right back on the source.
Haven't
like
we
bounces
tortured
off.
this man enough?
Yeah.
I hear another newscast coming.
Yes. Yes. I come out dressed to kill, and I'm driving around the neighborhood, walking around the neighborhood, Blues Brothers style, broadcasting on all AM, FM channels, really pissing off everybody who paid for advertising during that time, by using my superpower to promote our concert.
Nice.
Tonight at the park. Be there. So yeah,
All right. Nice.
new costume. TLDR.
Coming to cosplay.
He got a new costume. Everybody in the chat, everybody just keeping up with us, just joining us. New costume. Thank you.
Nice. All right, the new broadcast costume. I honestly can't wait to see some good designs for it. Okay, so
Underwood Sketches says, let's test it 77 to P on the new suit.
No. See, anybody who does that is going to get zapped and going to get their bell rung by broadcast, the guy who helped another person bring down the hangman. What's up?
That was a great
What do you know about
finisher.
that?
I
And I
love
had a
that.
really
What
good
do you
quiz.
call it? Brandon actually just had the newscast, breaking news
Mhm.
from Tab Cannon across front. That was awesome.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So one, I'm going to try and not be too stunned by how freaking talented everybody in this group is. But on top of that, you guys are now
Oh, look
ready.
at that. That's red. Sorry.
Oh, you see that?
Excuse me. That's the shit.
I told
Oh,
you.
Yeah. I got to screen grab it. It went away so fast. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So you guys are going to start heading out to the festival right now. While you guys are there, you see a whole bunch of people already stirring. You see a bunch of food vans out there. There's a shawarma van. It's got to be a shawarma van.
Yeah.
Ever
shawarma.
since the Avengers movie, there's always a shawarma van.
Mhm.
Falafel.
Okay, yes, there could be some falafel. I personally love me some chickpea falafel. That's good stuff right there. And what do you call it? You see all these different food vendors set up. You see somebody out there selling fidget spinners and all sorts of crazy stuff out there. So as you
Def
guys,
Leopard mirrors.
I ironically buy a fidget spinner.
she's like, corporatism. This thing's actually kind of fun.
It's a Captain America fidget spinner. That's all they had while I was there. It's awesome.
Nice.
Popular.
Look at that setup.
So nice. So you guys are out there, and you see the other band show up. The
Forecast of Sludge?
Forecast of
Oh,
Sludge.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Kenny Wayne on vocals, Billy Burbank on lead guitar, Pancake Pat Jeremiah on bass, and Jenny Schultz on drums. Got to do that every time.
Pancake.
There's actually somebody in the background saying that every time they walk in a new place, their own personal traveling theme music. So they come up and it's like, "Hey, what's going on, losers?" The lead Kenny Wayne, the lead guy, he's actually got a thick Manchester accent. "Oi, what's up, you scrubs? We're gonna waste you today. We're gonna embarrass you and send you crawling back to your mums."
Come on, bring it. What did they say where you're from? Oh, right, you bunch of wankers.
That's what we say about you.
Hey, listen, guys,
Yeah.
we're here for the people of Hunts Point, okay?
Totally not a real accent. You're totally like appropriating British culture, and you don't even know.
Wait, me?
No, I was talking. No, it's in character.
You're still in character. Not
It's just an affectation.
I'm actually trying to do the best I can because
Good.
what do you call it? Yeah.
Oh my gosh, is he actually English?
No, Fergal and Bob Radin, who did the voiceover for me, the voice acting for tonight's thing. The guy playing Kenny actually did a really awesome voice like that. And it's like, dude, it's intimidating. So I'm trying to do the best I can right now.
Actually hilarious. No, I am actually sort of hoping that he really is English because Ash is going to keep insisting that he's not.
That's awesome. I love that. All right,
You
take
grew up
5.
down the street.
That's what I want to say to all those guys. You're not really English.
Virgo is from Ireland.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
Not all of them. Just this one.
so you guys start setting up. You got your little roadie crew, which is basically just more Marleys. A Marley for this there's a Marley cleaning. Why do I always get stuck cleaning? Sure. I'll send you back to the dimension.
That's the best power in the world. That's the best one.
Listen. I don't even need my band to outplay you guys. So I can just Marley this through.
Best part. Best power.
Oh man. All right, so
He goes solo he starts his own band by himself.
one of the Marleys rage
Yeah.
quits, and forms a new band.
Creative differences.
Exactly.
That's
So-
my
Like,
nemesis.
but you're me.
So what is everybody gonna do for this concert? What is everybody's role?
I think I'm gonna be playing some music.
Okay. What are you gonna be playing? And are there gonna be other Marleys doing it too?
No. The other Marleys can go mosh pit. They can start the pit,
Okay.
and I'll be up on stage with my band. the
They're gonna
Emerald
get in the
War
pit
Pigs.
and try to love someone.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna do some Sex Pistols covers. That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
We're gonna do. Although we're gonna sing Anarchy in Hunts Point.
Nice. That was actually the first song that I had a slow dance with. I'm a weird person. Let it go.
Anarchy and Hunts Point. That is weird.
Okay, shut up. I think it was actually the one done by Megadeth. It was that version. Okay, so Doug, what are you going to be doing?
Well, Leo, he's like a middle-aged guy, and I'm not. He might think he's like hip, but he realizes like he's not as hip as these young dudes. So I'm probably just gonna like hang out on the periphery. But I am really concerned that some of these nefarious people are gonna try something. So I would spend my time kind of like just keeping an eye on the crowd and just to make sure that nothing goes amiss. But I'm not gonna try to mingle with these youngsters. They can have their fun.
Very important. No, we're gonna close out and play this one, dedicate this one to Sludge, and that is going to be some Nancy Sinatra. These boots
were made for walking.
Yeah.
All right. And Megs, what are you going to be doing?
By which I mean pyrotechnics.
Nice. Okay. And Travis.
I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna throw fruit pies to the audience, a few T-shirts, maybe do some T-shirts, work the crowd a little bit, warm up, working on my Type 5. Gonna kill a little bit, tell them what it's like to be a superhero. Fighting things, kicking ass. And I'm not actually gonna do that tonight, by the way. I'm just saying that in role-playing world, it's awesome. Believe me, I kill it. I just kill it. Anyway, that hasn't happened yet though, so that's my plan anyway. So he's got it all worked out. Tab Cannon is it, and. Yeah, and then in between the bands, come out and introduce the next band. Unless
the hype man.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the hype man, and I'm gonna be.
You could have actually. You could get one of those little guns, the little bazookas that actually fire out the T-shirts, and then maybe stick a couple of fruit pies in there also. That'd be awesome, man.
I said out loud yesterday, I've always wanted to fire a T-shirt cannon, and if I could live that dream in this game.
We're making dreams come true.
All the better. I'll drink to that. So yeah, work the crowd, keep the show moving, and I'm up there and I'm using my powers to broadcast the show, to the masses, and everybody can listen on the dials. And like I said, it must really piss off everyone in radio in New York City while I'm doing it, and that's fun. And so yeah, that's what I'm doing, and I'm going to debut the new costume.
All right.
With the running lights.
And Darwin, what are you going to do? Oh, wait, that's right. OT.
Yeah. Real life, man.
Mandy Darwin. OT.
Miss you, brother.
Okay. So what happens here? Okay. You guys start setting up. They're setting up. There's a bunch of other bands playing also, lower class guys, the guys just trying to make a living. And while these guys are setting up, you guys are kind of trying to feel out the crowd and whatnot. A bunch of people come running up. Lucilla actually comes up and gives Dave, Marley, a kiss on the cheek for good luck. She's got her best, brand newest, what is it? Emerald? What's it called?
Emerald War Pig.
Emerald War Pigs shirt on. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's get into the concert itself. Forecast of Sludge is going to go on first. All right, you guys won the coin toss, so of course, you play first.
Opening band.
So they go on, and they're going to make their roll. Okay, their performance roll is pretty damn good. Dave, what you have performance, but that's not a real talent. Is that a real? No, that's not a real talent in the game, though, is it?
Yeah, it's a talent.
It is. Okay. What does it go off of?
That is a very good question.
Right?
Probably intuition.
I have no idea what it goes on.
I mean, that makes sense. It's like intuitively playing instruments and reading the crowd.
If it's playing, yeah. Well, I'd figure if you're going to do a guitar solo, maybe that's off of agility. Who knows? If it's performance for high wire act, that would also be agility. A performance for fencing would be fighting. So I guess it all depends. Let's see. But you play guitar, Marley, or just sing?
I'm the lead. I am doing the lead thing. I'm like,
Are you just a singer, or is he a guitar player? Singer?
Lead vocal or lead guitars?
Lead
Or both?
vocals.
Just vocals. Okay.
Yeah, he's just the front man.
Well, then I think that intuition probably would be the best thing for you to use.
Okay.
And that's amazing.
Let's see. Intuition. Nah, my intuition is not that great. Let's see. Performer. Your character is someone who acts, sings, dances, mimes, or otherwise uses. I should have went in the mime. God damn it. This is related to artists. The key difference being that the artist may leave the scene of creation. The performer is identified with the creation directly. A performer receives 10 karma points for a week's worth of performance, whether they play doing a nightclub routine. I didn't know that part, but it doesn't actually say what the roll. So I will roll some dice, and you know what? I gotta add karma because I can't let these chumps beat me.
Yeah.
So that is a 48.
Yeah.
And let's see.
Bill, there was a chat-related request to use karma in our group chat.
Yeah.
In the Zoom chat.
Okay, what was it? Oh, in the Zoom chat. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's in there. It's in there.
Like the homemade taste of Prego.
Gets possessed?
Yeah.
Possessed by what?
So I got a 48, which is green.
Okay.
And let's see. I want to take that up to a red. So I will absolutely spend. I will spend 50 karma on that. I have no problems with that.
Done. So you got a 90?
I got a 98.
Oh, 98. I thought you said you got a 40. Okay.
Yeah, 48, and I'm going to spend to get to the 90.
Okay, you're in the red.
Blistering guitar solo.
So these guys.
Face melter.
No, he's just what do you go? This is just his singing. So he's literally just wailing.
Sing my face off.
Why not just like have a couple of like backup Marleys for backup wailing? Just
we all channel. We channel Rob Halford.
Oh, nice.
I'm touched. I'm moved.
Nice. Leather and steel.
Breaking the law.
There you go.
Like British Steel. This one's for you wankers.
Washing the dog. Remember Beavis and Butthead?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. All right. So
breaking the law.
You do your best Judas Priest impression.
Yeah.
United was always my favorite song that they did. But what do you call it? Okay. So you're going to beat them. And on top of that, I'm going to do the possession thing. So that 30 karma gets used. One of the band members, while they're up, since I'm going to have to do this in retcon, which is fine. It's a comic book. We always retcon things. So the drummer is sitting there playing, and all of a sudden, do, like that. And it's not in timing anymore. It's just kind of looking off in the distance. And one of the guys actually comes up and smacks him. He just, what the? Right. And just goes back into it again. It was noticeable. And it is definitely going to bring them down by, I will say, an entire color grade. Okay. You were already going to beat them. This is kind of like a whomping at this point. So good job, chat. On top of that, chat, you are going to all be able to play bystanders. The rats, you can play the rats, but you're also going to be playing bystanders in the audience. All right, you're going to be audience takers. You could be a food booth operator, whatever you guys want to be. You are somebody in the audience, and literally let your imaginations run wild.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So,
You could run the merch tent. You could clean the bathrooms. You could help people park their car.
one of the Marleys actually says, "Could somebody please clean the bathrooms?" He's slinging the mop.
Yeah.
He's the bastard one, the bastard Marley. What do you call it? And to answer,
I'm gonna put an Emerald War Pigs shirt on over my super suit.
right?
Yeah. Like halfway through the show, like after they're set, I come out in a war Pig shirt.
Say and slay in games. You can absolutely sell hats.
Definitely.
We get a cut.
He's out there selling MAGA hats.
Yeah. Somebody's out there selling hats. Should I rough him up?
Braganator's got a taco truck.
He's got permission.
Oh, I want
Backstage security guard.
Okay, you know what? If you got a taco truck, there is going to be a quick little interaction. Who's got the taco truck?
Fraginator. I was going to say
Frag.
Leo would probably be over there enjoying a taco.
Okay, Leo, you're over there enjoying a taco too. Suddenly, a guy comes walking up with really big aviator glasses on. Looks like Travis for a moment, but not quite. Heavily, with a trench coat and all that stuff. But he's, you can see he's got a pretty bad skin condition, and he's just like, "Taco guy, what's going on, brother? Hey, got any chimichangas?"
Nice.
So you guys
Step
get a
away.
quick little Deadpool cameo. And by all means interact. I'll keep going back and forth. You guys can interact with Deadpool. So what happens? I'm paying attention to so many things right now. Okay. So what happens now is okay, the winds start to pick up for some reason. It just starts to get a little bit windy. You guys notice it's actually been getting a little windier as time progresses, but now it's actually starting to be noticeable. Everybody, all the players, make an intuition roll.
All right.
Tell me what color you got in.
White.
That was actually a very good roll. My intuition sucks, but I got a 91. So, oh man, I should have opened
91 on typical is yellow, yes?
Yellow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a 19.
Okay, so Megs is the only one who notices.
That's really sad.
I was eating a taco.
It's not a big deal because it's weird, but across the park on another building, there's like a pavilion out across the park. I'd say maybe 1,200 meters away. All right, so about a kilometer and a quarter away. You see on top of the pavilion, there's a guy. Looks like he's wearing a trench coat. You can't really see much more than that. You don't have a pair of binoculars on you or a handy little telescope like Johnny Depp style. But Raven starts handing out dare leaflets. Nice.
Dare leaflet.
As Raven walks through through clouds.
I proceed to take my lit cigarette and set one of them on fire with it.
I put a Dare t-shirt on.
Wow.
Over the Emerald War Pixel?
Over the Emerald War
Which is
Pixel.
on your costume.
Yes, sir.
I used to be a member of Dare when I was across.
Me too. Twice.
I don't care how nerdy it sounds.
Had a relapse.
I was in 6th grade.
It didn't take.
So
let's play the game.
So you just see this character. Is there anything that you want to say or do?
About the guy in the trench coat?
Guy in a trench coat standing on top of a pavilion.
Fireball.
Oh, that's unusual.
Say that again, Meg.
Good guy. Good play.
That's unusual, I
Yeah.
think. As I quickly Google what the word pavilion means.
Sorry, it's just it's a small building. Usually round.
Gazebo.
You can say gazebo, but there's actually like an activity that
Attack the gazebo.
There's actually some kind of an activity that can go on inside, such as you can have like a merry-go-round inside this pavilion. Anything like that.
All right. I'm going to speak into my phone and be like, hey, broadcast, you can hear me. That's how this works, right? There's a dude like over there, 7 o'clock. I don't know if this is a problem or not.
Go ahead and make your roll, Travis. Anything outside of a white.
Another one?
Perfect clarity.
Okay. All right. I got a 62.
Should do it.
And I didn't say Carmen either.
No frags. The trench coat guy is not a flasher.
I got to pull up the chart. I don't have a chart in front of me.
Well, he said as long as you get out of the white, you're good.
Did I? Did it work? 62?
Yes, easily. Done. You're in. So you see the guy. What
I do?
I'm about to have to whoop an old man's behind.
These tacos are making me thirsty. Is that like a pretzels comment?
Yeah.
Slideshow comment?
Fragner says something that flashes more than nightlight. Nemesis acquired.
Nice. Real nice one. Okay, so you guys.
Any suspicious characters? I mean,
so you two notice this, and He apparently
I'm
noticed,
clocking him.
he apparently notices you guys also. Make a roll.
Oh, boy. See,
Both of us are just
Both
broadcasting.
of you
Not gonna-
against your
Okay.
psyche.
That's your psyche?
You
What
pick
is
a fight.
76.
Say again.
76.
And what's your psyche?
Oh,
Typical, right?
psyche. A typical.
Typical. Okay.
Oh boy,
What's yours, Travis?
I got a 40.
And what's your psyche?
My psyche is typical. No, good. 10.
Okay. So you both completely forget what you were doing.
Oh well, that already happened. I didn't need it.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's happened like
I have a
5
good
times since we started
reason.
playing.
I have a good reason to forget what I was doing. There's an old man kicking the dog.
Whoa.
Like an old drunk man that got an 88 to kick the dog, and I'm probably not gonna actually beat the crap out of him, but I'm definitely gonna tackle him or something and like
Make a roll.
Mystery Mutt's pretty tough in itself.
I don't think I'm not getting out the baseball bat for this because he's a drunk old man and he's probably homeless, but something.
Okay.
Oh no, that was 30.
So
And it's not getting bonuses for the bats.
So it's more like a, hey, get out of here. Hey, listen, don't forget, Megs, there are lots of power stunts that you could do. Case in point, you could just raise the temperature of an individual and cause them to get like ridiculously uncomfortable, you know? Like just
Really?
start breaking out into a heated sweat.
You could totally give this guy swamp ass.
Yeah. swamp ass,
Like the worst swamp ass
Dude.
ever.
Oh my god.
Dude.
I like the way you think, Marley.
like rashy swamp ass.
Uncomfortably moist.
yeah. Make him chase like a bear.
So,
I got punched by the old man.
oh my God.
He says, "Fuck you, boy. You don't know what those slobbering beasts do." Before punching me with a 79.
Wait a minute. Underwood Sketches is the dog.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
just gonna say. Aren't you Mystery Mutt?
He's literally
Yes.
playing against himself.
I just like the
That's some
fact
good
that it's an
RP.
old man doing it, so I can't actually like unbridledly kick his behind without.
Exactly. I remember an ethics class we had. It's like, women, ladies, if you got into a bus and a guy pinched your butt, what would you do? And then the answer changed when they said, okay, but he's 82 years old. It's like, crap, the answer changes. You can't just beat the crap out of him.
You can't just beat the crap out of an old man.
I think that's discrimination, and you just
Yeah, it's
give it up.
ageism,
It
man.
kind of is ageism, the age-old ageism. So,
I just watched the band.
well, Travis, not Travis, sorry, Leo, you did also hear the thing about the thing. You're literally just out there with the taco truck, and
Oh, I heard.
yeah, you heard
Dash's,
the thing. It's like, hey, there's a guy out there and whatnot. So you can take a look. You weren't looking at the time.
Yeah, I mean, it could just be some dude standing on his roof of his building, but I'll definitely. I mean, if Ash thought it was important, I will take a look. Sure. What is it? Intuition?
Yes.
Ooh, 73. That's in the yellow.
Done. You see him. So you can respond back like, I see him and blah, blah, blah. And Megs and Travis will both be like, wait, what are you talking about?
The guy that you just said there was a dude over there. I'm looking right at him.
What dude?
What's the problem?
I don't know what you're talking about, man. I'm eating a taco, watching the show, freaking out about some guy trying to watch the band. I don't know what's going on?
All right, you guys sit tight. Sounds like something's amiss. I'll go take a look. I mean, it seems weird that they would alert me and then seconds later forget.
Right. Megs, do you want to take another look?
I'm a little indisposed.
Done.
Keep an eye on the concert, guys. And keep
So
So
your
I
phones
imagine
on.
I'm over by the stage, either watching Sludge or playing or whatever.
Yeah, you
You're
can't even
playing.
hear.
You're in the middle of playing. This is your set
His
right
phone's like. Zzz, 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 zzz. Mosh pit, I need your help.
Goes the voicemail.
Yeah. We're supposed to keep these lines open at all times.
Okay. So you start moving forward and you look away to make sure like, oh my, I don't want to step on this person, blah, blah. And you look back up and you keep doing that a couple of times. And one time you look back up and the figure is gone.
I mean, was there anything about him that's, like seemed out of place? I mean, people, maybe like he might have just been some dude standing on his roof watching the concert from across the street, or did he seem?
It's a pavilion. So
Okay.
he would have been trespassing at the very least. That's not a typical action.
Okay, I guess in my heightened state of alertness, yeah, I'll go. I'll go check it out. I mean, is it like a residential building and he was on the roof of it?
No, it's a pavilion.
I thought. Okay, I'm sorry. I was thinking like a pavilion set up on the bed. Okay,
Gotcha.
then I will definitely go over there and check it out.
Okay. So yeah, you go over there.
Stealthily.
You don't have any way to climb up there. You're definitely not the most physical of people.
No.
Also, if you want a power stone, I could see for using light would be visual amplification. So like telescopic vision, microscopic vision, anything like that. Just
I don't
it's not gonna
want
help
to
you
bust
out.
out my super suit in the crowd. Is this like away from the crowd a little bit?
Yeah. You're
Okay,
yeah,
then
yeah.
I'll duck
This is
into one
about
of
a
the.
kilometer away from the crowd.
I'll duck into one of the porta potties, and I'm like, oh God, somebody needs to clean this thing. Aren't we paying people for this? And I'll put on my super suit, and then duck out and adjust the lenses for the night, to get like a better night vision, and see what I can find out. Go over and make my way towards this pavilion.
Okay.
I think it'd be better if you like just held your hands up and like the light refracted in front of you.
Oh my God, this is so bad.
Maybe, yeah, like his eyes, just light comes out of them, so they're like two big flashlights. So wherever I look, it's just like super bright light.
Okay, so you're doing the bright light for the sake of what?
Just to see better, and just because
Okay,
I think it'd
gotcha.
be visually funny to picture that his eyes are just like.
It's in the middle of the. Well, it is starting to get dark, but it's not.
Oh, this isn't a day? What kind of concert? Really?
Yeah, it is a safety concern.
Oh,
It is a
okay.
safety concern.
Well, then
So,
I'll
yeah.
go and put the infrared lens in.
Yeah, all the pictures that are coming up on the screen that Brandon.
Okay, gotcha.
Were
It's a family event. It's more family oriented. So there aren't vendors selling roach clips and stuff like I was imagining.
Exactly.
Okay. It's not that kind of festival.
Well, selling roach clips is not illegal. Neither is selling bombs. It's the stuff that goes inside.
Yeah, I was just thinking that you get the feather when you're a kid, and you're like, I'm gonna clip it on my hat, not realizing
what is actually
what it really. Yeah.
The water pipe, Bill. Not to ask you to leave the store.
Tab, you go to pay for the taco, and your wallet is gone.
Oh, somebody took the wallet out of my super suit.
Yeah.
Tab is just put upon.
That's not cool. I'm about to use some language that I can't use in a family-oriented show. Goodness me. That's not cool. That had my Shakey's punch card.
You were one away from a free sub or whatever.
And for Cano's Deli. I was almost to a free sandwich. That's not cool. I'm pretty upset about it, and I'm pretty, I'm gonna have it. It's gonna take a minute. I'm not happy. Cool.
In the meantime, you guys all recognize this. Freaking Deadpool gets up on the stage and just starts going nuts. Deadpool gets up on the stage and he starts breakdancing to the punk music. Somehow it works. You're not entirely sure
just gonna go with it.
I want to tell Deadpool I remember him from before he was funny.
Back in the New Mutants days.
Back old school.
When he was just
an asshole.
When his fists look like this.
Yeah, he just had pouches, and he was Spider-Man with swords.
Whip out my phone and start recording this, because as it turns out, the thing that happened with the old man was he ended up like hitting me with his cane, and then it broke on me, so I like let him off to the side to get some water and sober up.
Also, the Deadpool on stage thing is going to cost the chat 50 karma.
Oh.
So yeah.
I am happy to deduct that.
That's a big one. That's not a standard 30. Idea. That's a fairly big one.
That explains
it. It still needed to happen. I'm glad they did that.
Absolutely. He's up there. In between Marley wailing, Deadpool actually goes up and grabs another mic and starts going, yeah!
He's doing the robot.
There you go. Absolutely, why not? But the band's trying to keep up with it, but they just can't. Plus, your drummer is freaking dying. He's dying. He keeps on like trying to drum, and in between swats, he's like rubbing tears out of his eyes because he's laughing so hard at Deadpool. Okay, you are into your third song. I'm going to say that you're probably going to do a set of like 5, with the outro being the Nancy Sinatra. When all of a sudden the wind kicks up a little bit too much. The wind is actually kicking up so much that there's sand flying everywhere. People are actually like looking. It's hard to, like, you guys out in the crowd are actually having a hard time hearing the music. And you know the music is effing loud. A speaker actually falls over. Tacos have roofies.
We're not insured. We're insured. Right?
Kidnapping the heroes.
Oh, come on.
I will try and summon some Marleys to save the speaker.
I haven't
They're
been
rentals.
eating tacos.
We have
I've
a
been
deposit.
fighting a homeless man, so I'm still about.
You guys are nuts in the chat. Gotta pay to play. Okay. Well, you know what? We'll try and get to something like that in a minute. And that's going to cost a lot more. Fred,
Yeah, man.
you better talk to
I had
Anthony
Mr.
about
Underwood thoroughly vet all the vendors too, so that would.
Oh my God. Okay. So yeah, one of the speakers actually falls over. Some of the Marleys go over and start lifting the speaker up. Heave ho, because they're big speakers. They're not your little house box speakers. The rigging on the lighting actually starts to spark. Leo unfortunately is not there, so he doesn't know exactly what to. So he's not there to know what to look for. But everybody else kind of gets the idea, like this is actually starting to get kind of bad. And on top of that, thanks to Brandon, I know that there is netting that is actually holding up a lot of really heavy equipment over top of the stage, that including the stage itself, with planks and 2x4s and the like. And the stage, Dave, you will know this from performing so often, the stage doesn't feel as sturdy as you think it should. And you're really starting to think, why did Darwin have to pick today of all days and not be here?
Oh, you're telling me.
So I guess with that, we need to get off the stage.
I like talk to the crowd, like you're
Stage
like
time.
look at you to tell the crowd to chill out. And
So the Marleys will stage dive into Marley will stage dive into other Marleys and kind of crowd surf off, but then we'll disperse so we can try and push the crowd back and get them away from the stage.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to make the almighty agility feat.
uh-oh.
I know you don't have. I've never actually stage dived. It's one of my great regrets from all the pits I've been in. But I was always afraid to actually.
That's a 76.
Afraid I was going to get arrested. Okay, you are able to get to the Marleys, but you felt held aloft for a quick moment because of the wind. That's how powerful the wind actually is. So you kind of do like a little bit of not just stage diving, but a little bit of power diving also, like, skydiving technique, so that you could actually get down. That wind was actually holding you up aloft for a moment. You get down there, and just as you're about to announce whatever you're about to say, you have a moment to think about it. If anybody will actually hear you, you hear a deafening roar. And the lightning trusses start swaying in opposite directions from each other as the wind picks up.
Curse you, Nightlight!
This is looking like the kind of lawsuit thing that actually
I don't need
works
this kind of publicity.
in many ways. Yeah.
Z-rated swearing.
And as you guys are what do you call it? Looking around, like, what is this effing noise? Like, it's a very ridiculously, frighteningly scary roaring type. It sounds like there's a freaking dragon coming towards you guys. That's how
It's bing
loud.
bang boom.
In some ways,
The Jade Dragon.
in other ways worse. There's actually from the sky, the clouds up above, a funnel actually comes down and lands right where some of the crowd actually was. There's actually a freaking twister there. First
is
one.
it a Texas twister?
Number 6.
Is it a Dust
Is
Devil?
it David Cannon Whirlwind?
It is not Texas Twister. It is that.
Oh, it is? It's got the saw blades and stuff?
Oh, dude. No, it's what you see up in War Eagle Keeps
Oh.
on stage right now. You actually see
To miasma.
you actually see a lot of wind coming up.
And see the wind. It's blowing all that pot smoke from the crowd around.
Yeah, look at all the weed. Crazy.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I'm just gonna try and back up and try and get the crowd backing up. I don't know what you can't punch that.
You can't punch that.
No.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was mesmerized by Brandon's graphics.
It's hypnotic.
Dragonator, you don't want to be in a wheeled vehicle while there's a tornado happening.
There are a lot of people who are in wheeled homes when
What? Oh, this is bad.
You're not
So-
supposed to be like, because it'll pick it up and like you'll die or something. It's just not good tornado safety etiquette.
Dave almost got picked up a moment ago. So yeah.
Where's Nightlight at? Can he use his lasers to break up these winds?
Darwin, I told you not to tell him I had lasers.
Is it possible to like find a ditch and make it worse with like a plume of flame, or like create a ditch
Boom.
by
A
burning?
second tornado drops.
Okay.
Yeah.
A second
You're
twist.
supposed to lie down in a ditch. That's what you're supposed to do when there's a tornado, but I don't see
Probably
any
need-
ditches
Look at
around
that.
here, so
The
Need everybody
stage.
to exit the auditorium this way, please. Exit the park through the left-hand doors. Do not run. Walk quickly.
The stage is actually falling now.
Okay, that's
There is no calm at this point. Everybody has completely lost their shit. You guys are going into savior mode. Anybody in the chat, you guys play damsels or manzels in distress. You guys want to save taco trucks or people, this is where you're going to make your money.
Oh.
So
Oh,
what is
man.
everybody doing?
Going for a beer.
Are you
Yeah.
going for a beer, Dave?
Me too.
Like, what are we supposed to do? People,
Like-
run!
Fuck this hero
I'm
stuff.
going to like fan
I'm done.
the flames of panic and be like, you should run for your life. Oh my god!
Every man for himself.
Leave the babies behind.
It's not good.
End times are upon us.
He's out there
Get a
with a
sandwich
Rorschach
board.
mask and the end is nigh sign.
Yeah.
oh god, okay.
Megs.
I am being clung to by this old veteran, and I am now telling him, like, in a very, like, calm, at least as calm as I can manage right now, because there are two freaking tornadoes here, voice. Okay, listen, you need to go, like, that way in a calm and orderly fashion. See if you can grab other people to go with you. You're going to be okay, but you need to move, like, away from us, because I'm pretty sure this is not for you.
Okay, here's what everybody's going to do. You are all going to make me agility feat rolls every round to avoid being carried away by the twister. If you fail the agility roll, which you are allowed to spend karma on if you choose, you will then be allowed to make a strength feat without karma. It will be your last backup. That means you grab onto something as your feet are flying in the air. So everybody go ahead and make me a roll right now, an agility roll. Just tell me if you got in the green or better. You just need to make it in the green right now.
Like, had I, you said it was like a kilometer away. Has Leo, like, am I
You
part of
are
this?
exempt. You
Okay.
are
I'm
exempt.
good.
Good one. Okay.
I got a
Meg,
10.
You got a 10?
I got a 10.
Oh,
Make
no.
your strength roll.
All right.
Excellent strength, if I remember correctly.
Is that all
77.
Marley's?
You're safe for now. But you are holding on to the end of the
A Marley. I'm holding on to a Marley.
There's a barrel of monkeys right now, a barrel of Marleys.
Yeah.
Everybody's like this.
I like Barrel Marleys. You should keep
Do
that.
the-
in
Like, the last Marley is just like standing there drinking a beer, and like all of them are kind of like blowing, in this tornado hanging off of them. You're like,
He's
what?
looking at like what?
The barrel of Marleys.
Travis,
I got a 72.
good.
I got a.
Okay.
Yeah. So
So-
I'm doing that thing where I'm braving it. I plant my feet and I go.
So, Doug,
Listen,
you can
tornado.
go first because you are outside of the fray and you have the highest intuition.
Okay,
Oh,
so
you can actually go twice in a round.
I've gotten further away, so I'm not, but would I hear all this destruction going on?
There's no way you can't.
Okay, but I don't see the guy. But as soon as he vanished from sight, this seemed to happen. So I think I would maybe suspect that he might have had something to do with this. So I really want to find that figure. So I guess I would search I would look around where I'm at, like by the pavilion. I want to find, thinking maybe that guy's causing this.
Intuition.
Okay.
This
I'm gonna
is
spend
where
karma on it.
detective would help.
What do I? No.
That's
And I
really
got-
a great graphic there, Brandon.
Yeah, that's really super cool. I got an 82, and I said I'd spend karma, so I'll just spend the minimum 90. So it's 92 and an excellent, which is, you know what? I'm gonna pump it into the red, so I'll spend 13 karma. So it's right in the red.
Okay, nice. Okay. So now I'm going a little bit off the cuff because I wasn't expecting this to happen. But that is you're the one who actually said it before the game started. That's what players do.
That's what we do, man.
So you are
Broadcast
able
someone-
to actually find him. Okay.
I find him?
You find him. Yeah, that kind of a roll, that kind of
Okay.
coordinated. Okay, you're actually going to come face to face with him. You're gonna detect a little bit of something like a whatever. You don't have like tracking or detective espionage or anything, but just your.
I sense the coloration of the different energy in the air.
Who made the tornadoes? oh, gotcha. Yeah. So, thank you for your compliment, Dave.
You're welcome.
Like being in the corporate world for even the short time that I was, you have to always jump up and like, excuse me, I did that, but I'm trying to remember that I'm not in the corporate world anymore. So, like, let him have it. Brandon does a lot anyways. He doesn't get credit for, so. But in my heart, I'm like, I made that graphic. Okay, so
I see him as
come around, like you're going to be looking around, and one of the backup generators. Okay, I'm going to give you this much, and so maybe you can do something with this to save your life. There's a generator that is used as a backup for the actual the field that's going on in case there's like a power outage. And right around there, you come walking around the corner, and I'm going to see if you will actually. No, you do not. Just as you come walking around, he turns and then turns a little bit more and actually comes face to face with you. Make an intuition feat roll.
All right.
This is not initiative, just an intuition feat.
71, which is in the yellow.
Okay. You notice that like it's really freaking dark. It's really dark because of whatever, but you did have your lights on. With your lights, you don't know if it's just the color, the lighting, whatever. This guy, he's got really long white hair, not blonde, white, and he's got a very pale complexion.
Oh no,
the blackout.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And he's looking at you, and he says, "Okay, kid, should I go with that? Oh, geez. Okay. Yeah." Tab, pay attention to the chat because that's what happens. They're giving you stuff to do. What do you call? He looks right at you and says, "You are very perceptive."
I am. Are you causing this? What's that?
Bad Transylvanian accent. He's clearly Dracula.
So, did Nefarious send you? Are you one of his other hired goons?
Nefaria. I'll get to him too one day.
Well, if you're causing this destruction, there's innocent people over there.
Innocence. You think I care about innocence?
No, but I do.
No one is innocent. Now, what you're going to do, what's your psyche?
Typical.
It's not going to be good. Actually, that's going to be called an impossible feat roll.
Okay.
You can roll against stun. You can't use your karma though.
Okay, is that a psyche roll?
No, that's actually your endurance.
Oh, okay. That is good. I got a 68.
That's
so
green,
that's
right?
in the green.
One round, you're stunned.
Okay.
You're not sure what you saw, but it's enough that it literally froze you in your tracks.
Like
And
fear.
when you kind of wake up from that, he's gone again.
Is the darkness still there?
The darkness is coming from the tornadoes. The skies are just blackened.
So he was doing something to the generators, though, or he was just over
He was
by
just
them.
standing. He was standing beside and looking on at the stuff that he was causing.
Oh, okay.
So, what do you call? Okay, now on to you guys. Travis, little kid, comes running up to you. Little Jack Frosting. He says, "I can't find my mommy. Help me."
Get behind me, kid. It's all gone to hell.
That's a bad word. No, he doesn't say that because it's too much crazy stuff going on. My mommy says that's an adult word.
All right.
I really enjoy your child voice, Bill.
So
yeah, we're gonna have to get the kid, and get the heck out of here. Run like hell. And I'm looking for Nightlight, and I'm talking to him over the radio here. I'm trying to message him. I know he's got his earpiece in, and if I can just hear him, then I can hear him talking to Dracula. If that's Dracula, sounds like Dracula.
Okay, go with Dracula.
But if we're all the team, the way it's hooked up, I can hear basically what everybody else can hear within reason. And
okay. This is going to be. I'm going to say this is going to be intuition because there's hell going on outside, and you're going to be listening to an individual voice. But I will give you that opportunity. If you make it in the red,
I'd have to concentrate.
Okay.
All right, I'm concentrating. Here I go. I'm concentrating. Ooh, I got an 85 on my concentrating here.
And good is what?
Oh well, what is the roll?
Good 10. You said it's good 10 for your intuition.
Oh yeah. So yes, good. Yellow. Yes. Yellow, baby.
Okay, not good enough.
Beautiful.
So you know that something happened, but you're not sure that the noise is just too. Did you say spending karma?
No.
Okay, so the noise is way too deafening, and then this kid comes up and just completely distracts you.
All right,
so
I gotta get this kid. I gotta get the heck out of here. I gotta save my fellow man.
How are you gonna get this kid out of here?
I'm gonna pick him up and run like the devil himself and clear the zone, clear the zone.
Okay.
Bug out.
If any of you could think of ways to actually, mind you, every single person that you save is worth karma, up to 100 points, so up to 5 people. So you don't have to save a 6th person, but in general, also each person is worth karma, is worth popularity. And all of these people are going to be talking to the news and going on YouTube and talking about how this hero saved you, things like that. So up to 100 karma and saving people. On top of that, lots of individual opportunities for popularity. So guys, any way you can think of, through hook or by crook, with your powers, whatever, that's what this part of the campaign is: saving people, trying to stop property damage, all that crazy stuff. You see what's going on with the twin tornadoes. What do you got?
Can I go, or am I still stunned?
No, go ahead.
I'm going to use coloration to convert the light on the ground and use the heat emission property of coloration to make a cold downdraft that will disperse the tornado, or at least temporarily. That's actually to stop a tornado. Just heat the cold downdraft until it's cold no longer.
Exactly, because you got the highs and the lows, and once they meet,
coloration to the rescue.
Man,
exactly.
You got to give it up. Coloration, everybody. That's a big one.
The problem is this isn't natural, so you're going to be rolling.
Well, that's what I would try, I guess.
So what's your? That's a good 10 ability.
It's actually going to be a typical, because it's that actually specifies doing the heat emission is -2 CS.
So what's your?
My power's normally excellent. So
excellent. Okay. Then that's an impossible feat. This person has 3 ranks or more higher than your ability.
Well, I mean, I guess my character would know, so I would try it.
No, absolutely. You're trying it, but I'm telling you, it's an impossible feat. I don't want you to say adding karma.
I gotcha.
You have
okay.
no chance.
So that's my first thought. I guess I would try that. It's not working. This isn't natural.
Yeah. You're actually stressing yourself out.
Yeah.
You're and sweat beating from your forehead, even though it's freezing out. But yeah. So who's next? Who wants to go next to try and do something?
So there is a chain of people currently anchored to the taco truck, and I would like to help pull them back down from being sucked into the air.
Okay.
I'm guessing that would be a strength roll.
Yes, that would be a strength in and of itself.
Okay, yes, I'm in the green.
Okay, you are helping, but very slowly. Strength is good, right?
It is excellent.
Yes, your strength is excellent, I remember. Okay, so you're just trying to pull people down by the sleeves of their arms and the backs of their coats and everything. Okay. Who else wants to go?
I see Ash struggling with trying to get people down,
Especially since I'm kind of going with one arm, I have to also hang on to the dog.
Yeah, so he's just like trying to muscle through, and so I'm like, I got a better way, and I'm going to use the Marley shift to start teleporting up there and grabbing people and popping them down
How many times have you done this?
3 times.
So
The old
you're
vet got a 99 to help with the chain too.
nice.
So I'm going to spend 100 karma.
That will help you with one. Oh, if you do that and you use your and you make an amazing feat roll with your lightning speed, I'll let you grab 3 people with 1 roll.
Okay. So since I've done a 3, is that a yellow?
It's just a yellow. The 3rd one was a yellow. So yeah, the 4th and 5th ones will also be yellow.
All right. So
and then the final 3 will all be greens.
All right. I'm going to use karma. I got a 39 off of amazing. I'm going to need it. All right. So what do I need? 56. So I'm going to have to, whatever the difference is, I will add.
What did you roll and what do you need?
I rolled a 39. I need a 56.
Okay, so that's 10, 9, 8, 7. So 7. But you have to spend a minimum of 10 anyway. So done.
All right. And then I have enough karma to do it one more time, and that'll be 5 uses.
Well, first off, how many people are strung together?
I think like 50. I don't know.
50 people. I'm going to say there's 6.
But even if there's not, I'm going to Marley shift again to just try and get people out.
Well, you might need it again later. Who knows? But for right now,
that's true.
Okay, so I want you to use your lightning reflexes, which is at what ability?
That is an incredible.
Incredible. Okay, so you're going to have to roll, and you're going to have to make in the red. But if you make in the red, boom, 3 people. You're literally like, boom, 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 and that's going to one try.
All right, so adding karma. 91. So it's only going to cost me 10.
Yep, off the charts. You know what? I'm going to throw in. You got a 4th person too.
Oh, score.
So you save 4 people. Remember that you saved 4 people for me, or I could just right away. You just save 4 people. Boom, you get 40 karma points for that. Megan is able to get the rest of the people down. That's only 2 more people, so that's 20 karma points for you, Megs. Travis, the one kid that you just saved, 10 points. Excuse me, 20 points. Yeah, it's 20 points per person. Sorry. So you saved 4 people. That's actually 80 points. You saved 2 people. That's 40 points. And Travis, you saved 1. That's 20 points.
Gotcha.
Okay, moving on. What does anybody else want to do? Oh, also, everybody make an agility feat roll again.
Oh, good.
70.
6.
6. Eesh. You're gonna have to make a strength feat roll at this point, or you're launched. You're airborne.
With my poor strength, 13, so that's definitely a failure.
You are airborne, dude.
Oh, good.
I'm on that before behind you.
You get hit in the head with a bicycle. There's a woman driving it. I'll get you, my pretties.
So I got a 37, so I may get launched as well. So strength check.
Yep, without karma.
Oh, 40. On
Yep.
the strength check of excellence.
So you try to go for a 5th one, and all of a sudden, oh shoot! And Megs, what'd you get?
I got in the green. I got a 67.
Good. Travis?
I got a 70.
Nah, oh, you're golden. You're like, man, get out of here with that weak wind.
Yeah. And this is the.
That's what I literally missed it by 1.
Running forward like a front end tackle. He's got the ball. Go with the ball. Just when you get to the 100-yard line, don't slam the kid on the ground. That's bad.
But this is the burning house, situation where you get one of them out and then you go right back in and go get another one. And just keep pulling them out. And there you go. Hopefully they'll save the taco truck. I'm gonna try and round up anybody else that I see. Should I roll?
What do you want? You want to just grab a random person? Or
yeah, I don't know. If that's what I'm saying is if I see somebody that needs help, I'm gonna run over there and pull them the hell out of the main park area, because that's the thing, and that's the big question is, that's as I pull the kit out, I can actually get like a look at it from the outside of it for a second. I don't see anybody like hovering above it. I don't see any like machinery or anything around, or strangeness outside of all hell breaking loose directly.
If you've got enough karma for the power stunt, since you don't have to do the power stunt for damage thing. First off, there are lots of things I'm thinking all of you guys could do. But
I can call 911. I can like talk on all AM FM bands. I can tell everybody, get down to the park, it's all gone to hell.
One of your power stunts that you could do, Travis, is flight.
What? Really?
Absolutely. Banshee?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Now, with Sonic Generation, that's one of those abilities where when you fly, you need some kind of a glider like he or Storm uses to be able to glide with. If you don't have that glider, then what you're going to do is you're going to be flying at -2 column shifts.
Good.
Because you don't have that control. But if you want to spend the karma, you can absolutely do flight.
I go fly and do what? I mean, do I see anything like going on above the? I could save Dave.
Or Nightlight. He can't take a hit.
Oh shoot!
Oh yeah, Nightlight's flying through the air. Okay, all right. I'm gonna grab some.
He starts flying.
Look at me, way up here.
My meal ticket.
Yeah,
I'm flying.
I can literally die. Like,
oh wait,
I've got several lives. I'm good. It'll just cost me some karma.
Nightlight can't shift his consciousness. All right, here we go. Yeah. So I'm gonna grab some tarp, and scream bloody murder. I'm gonna do my my best Rob Halford.
Fraginator, you are able to hotwire the truck and get out of there, and all the people who were there by the taco truck are able to escape. They're able to get inside, and you're able to drive the truck out of there. So you're able to earn some karma for the chat.
The taco truck got away.
Yep, taco truck is safe.
Wait a minute, he was drugging people. He might be kidnapping those people he's taking
This is
away.
going to become a problem for us later, isn't it?
If you ever want to see the taco truck again. He becomes Jigsaw. I would love with the tacos.
Yeah.
Deliver 100 hostess fruit pies unmarked in a suitcase.
The tranquilizer tacos.
Hostess fruit pies.
So what are you gonna do, Travis? It's
all right.
Right now.
I'm grabbing some tape, or it's not some tape. I'm some tarp, and some tape. I'm gonna get some tarp. Then I'm gonna get some tape. Then I'm gonna strap it to my super suit, and then I'm gonna scream bloody murder and do my best Rob Halford impression. And I'm gonna spend karma.
Okay, hold on. You're gonna have to actually create this thing first. So actually you can do this, but whatever you're gonna do, you're gonna have to grab people with like your hands and whatnot. So you can make a makeshift tarp, but like pulling it down and all that stuff, that's easily one round.
I haven't quite figured out how I'm gonna land. I have to grab him.
That's what heroism is, man. You just figure that out. Think about that.
Try for the flight. Right now, like a round is supposed to only be 6 seconds, unlike D&D where it's 60. So
it's 6 seconds.
A round in D&D is 60 seconds.
In second edition.
That's a turn. Well, it used to be a turn.
Oh, really?
In second edition, it was a round.
Oh, geez. Never mind. Okay. In Marvel, there's always that one round is 6 seconds and 10 rounds is a turn. So, so they stole from Marvel. I'm okay with that.
No. It was in D&D first that way.
In first edition, it was like that?
Yeah.
F out. No, I only played that once, and I was.
They changed it in fifth edition. Now it's totally different.
Maybe I was 6. Okay, so in the meantime, you guys are going to what do you call it? So that's what you're going to do. You're going to be trying to make this little tarp really quick.
Yeah.
Next up, Doug, do you want to try anything?
So I'm flying around in the air, right?
Oh yeah.
And I definitely got the sense this is not natural. Do I have the wherewithal to like? I mean, do I see anything? Anybody that might be, even though it's chaotic, like standing on the ground, seemingly not, worried about this or floating in the air or anything?
Deadpool is flashing you.
Ew.
That's really, like it's the most disgusting thing you've ever seen.
Yeah, his wiener's all burned and shriveled too. It's weird.
It's very cankerous.
Well, then I guess I would probably try to. I don't know. I can't fly. I can't get down to the ground. I don't know what I would do.
Okay, so you're so
Well,
far.
Xerift Gaming is.
I guess I would try to
the
like
tornado
swim
in
over
the
to
air.
Mosh Pit at least.
Gotcha.
I would just
sorry.
probably tell you to make sure I can see you. Like shine brightly.
Oh, well then,
while you're up there.
wish
shoot
is
lots of light.
granted.
And now
It's all
Nite
it's like
lighting bright like a diamond.
scintillating colors in the swirling
Yeah.
around in the air.
Like Close Encounters.
Megan, what were you saying? Somebody's in the Twin Cities?
Xerift Gaming is like in the tornado in the air with them. So
Okay, I remember
if
you
you
said
need
before.
someone to rescue that's in the sky, there's one.
Oh.
You can't save him.
3 people flying around. Dave, do you want to try anything?
Well, okay.
I do. This seems like the perfect time to do a Marley shift.
Okay.
Can I grab those guys?
Aren't you glad you saved this one?
I am. You totally saved me on that one. So I'll spend 100 karma. This is the 5th time I'm doing it.
Yep.
And I will spend karma to make it successful.
Okay. Got to get in the yellow.
That is a 51. Is it still yellow or is it green now?
No, it's yellow. From this point on, the next 5 times you do it, it's only got to be in the green.
So 51, and that's off of amazing. So, all right. So I'm going to have to spend, I believe, 10 karma to make that work.
Done. So 100 karma plus the 10, so 110 karma, and then so just to get you down, or what? Or you want?
I'm trying to get those 2 guys.
Okay, you're going for Doug and Xerift. So
Yes.
that's going to be your lightning speed, your hyper speed.
Okay.
Yeah, all that good stuff. So you got to get in the red. You can get them both.
All right. I will definitely spend karma because I suck at rolling dice. So that's a 66 off of incredible, which is going to put me in the yellow.
What gets you red?
And I need a 91, so I'm gonna have to spend like 25. Yeah, so I'll spend 25 and make that happen.
Done. Okay, with 25 karma points, you're done. So that's 135 karma points you just spent. Boom. So the next 5 times you do this, the Marley shift, you only have to get in the green.
Bam.
And then after that, after you do those 5 times, this is your power stunt. You don't have to give me karma anymore. So Megs, you had something for me?
Yeah. I'm just thinking that in certain circumstances it is possible to burn oxygen out of like areas. Is that a thing that is attemptable in this case?
At your power rank, absolutely.
Yes, create a hot updraft.
Well,
Also, before I forget, 40 karma points, Dave, and you have now rescued the maximum amount of people. You could keep rescuing people and try and go for popularity also, but boom. Every person you rescue from this point is still worth 1 extra popularity.
So did I just get karma for rescuing Doug?
Yes.
Feels a little like cheating.
No, not at all. He's a light bulb in distress.
Oh yeah, God, I feel like an asshole. I should have told Ash to make the hat updraft. That's what he does.
Yes, if you guys would have both done your thing together, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
We're a horrible team. We need
Yeah, I didn't even realize you were doing it. And like Ash probably still doesn't realize you were doing it because he's not exactly the smartest guy in the universe. But yeah, no, he's totally gonna like just start funneling fire into one of these tornadoes and try to make it stop tornadoing.
He doesn't even have a plan. It's just fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Burn it with fire.
On this because I too suck at rolling dice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go at maximum effort and try and burn a tornado. Go on.
Okay.
I
So
suspect
I have
though.
76. What do I need?
Say again.
I have 76. What do I need?
Oh, you rolled a 76. Your
Yes.
power rank is remarkable. Yes.
Yes. So that's in the yellow.
Okay.
Do I
Yellow's
need to get
pretty
it
good.
in the red?
You do need to get in the red.
Okay, so that would be. God, I suck at math.
What number do
Like-
you need?
21 karma.
What number do you need?
Oh, I need a 95.
95, and you rolled a 77, so that's
Yeah.
18 doubled. That's 20, 36.
Oh, okay. Yes,
So,
I can do that.
Boom, 36 karma. Okay, you're good. So for the next round, however, I will tell you that it is going to stop. It's not a standard way to, then again, we've never really tried it before, but this is going to be a fiery tornado for the next round until it actually stops. And then I'll say that you've actually suffocated the tornado enough that it'll just turn into a heavy wind. But with the other
nobody
tornadoes,
burned to death in the meantime.
yeah, right now it's fiery.
yeah, we're in the fire tornado.
So right now, like, people are crapping their pants at this point. Deadpool is still on the stage that's currently falling and on fire, and and he's taking selfies with the tornado behind, the fire tornado behind him. He's throwing up peace signs and stuff like that. Oh my god.
I feel like Ash made a face in the fire tornado as well.
Like a big devil face.
Yeah. Like the 9/11 thing.
that stupid thing. And then, you know what? Broadcast can also have a thing like, "This is for your sins."
Serve the Dark Lord.
What do you call it? Doug can like make the
the eyes.
Oh man. And Dave can sacrifice a Marley into the mouth. That's how you team up to use your powers together. Okay, so who else? Who else has got something? Oh, Travis, it's your turn.
I know.
There are plenty of people that are actually being whipped up. There's some people that are falling because of the tornado. The other tornado is actually dying out. And you don't want to see anybody get sucked into a fiery tornado, I'm just saying.
No. And I've fashioned a crude Spider-Man style underarm tarp squirrel suit thing on my super suit. And I'm spending karma, which no, so now I gotta roll again. Here we go. I'm spending karma. There, I said it. And I got a 68. So I'm gonna spend 30
to get in that red.
Okay. And 460. So
130 karma, and boom, you've got the first of 10 times a man just flew, and you're screaming the entire time. So you actually hear that, and it's whatever noise you want, but in general, it's that banshee scream.
I love it.
And you are launched through the air at -2 kilometers. So excellent 20 flight. That's about as fast as a 727.
I don't know if my tarp can take this.
Mystery Mutt pisses into the wind, 87 to hit broadcast.
It's not going to work.
It doesn't work, man. Suit's pee repellent.
The suit is pee repellent.
No, we've done that. So
but
I'm
I
flying
had to
through
read
the air.
the attempt was made.
That's so wrong. Okay, so there's a security guard named Fergal across the name badge, and he seems to be getting whipped into the air. He's
no, not Fergal.
This is not good. He's trying to help people.
Don't let him fall into the fire. Ash will lose all of his karma.
He's got his nightstick holding on to the falafel truck, and he's holding on for dear life.
I'm going straight for Nightlight first, because we're going to form a human chain.
Nightlight is saved by Dave.
Oh wait, I missed. Okay, all right. So I grab the first guy I see.
Okay, that would be the Ferganator.
All right. What do I do? Do I roll? I grab it.
No. By all means, just swing by. Boom.
What's up, buddy?
You're basically charged because, mind you, you've got to be holding on to this tarp the entire time. So you're just boom, and you catch on to him. You're gotcha. And
grab hold of my buttocks.
Like powdered toast?
Yes. Grip my buttocks firmly, and I will save you.
Oh, Fergal, make a roll to see if you could get a wrestling move on his buttocks.
Yes.
Oh, for crying out loud. Go on. Okay.
Fergal, I don't get paid enough for this.
No, he does not. Okay. So what else do you want to do while you're up there, bud?
I'm going to just save as many people as I can in the round flying, and then try and grab everybody, avoiding the flaming tornado of death. It's pretty cool. it's a very expensive action sequence. It's a lot like I agree when they're falling out of the plane, and there's just it took months to complete. I got a 93, my man.
Wow.
You know about
Under
that?
incredible. What is that? Is that actually a red?
I think so. Let's see here. Yes, it is.
Nice. So you say 3 more people. So that's 80 karma and an extra 4 popularity. These people are going to be, like, I can't believe I was holding on to Tab Cannon's buttocks.
It was so firm.
That's okay, ma'am. We'll be down in just a second.
Take your time. So.
Thank you for flying, Tab Cannon.
Tab Cannon ass lines. Oh, man. Okay. So, Doug, you
Okay.
are.
I am going to, while Marley's, holding on to me and I'm gripping him for dear life, I'm going to try to speak into my phone and be like, Ash, you're brilliant. I'm going to need you to we'll try to do what we did with that explosion. If you can somehow focus your power and just create heat instead of flame, and I'll use like my solid light wall to like concentrate it just on the tornadoes and try to disperse them. And we can work together. We've done it.
I will try.
I know. So you're gonna have to dig deep, but we've done it. We've done something similar like this before.
Gotta make sure you do this with your hands.
Yeah.
He's going to need one more round because now on to Megs. Now that the whole thing is on fire, she's switching from fire generation to fire control, and
You
just
could do it, Ash.
like try to bring the fire down as much as possible, contain it on the grass that is already dry, and then just boom, he's finally able to bring it to a head and then contain it. And
then I'm going to use like a solid light wall to like, focus the heat like we did with the explosion.
Absolutely.
I know you can do it, Ash. This is our home we're fighting for.
Next round, he could bring it the remaining fire over to under the other tornado.
Okay.
And, yeah.
All right.
Do the same thing. What do you call it? So for destroying one of the tornadoes single-handedly, that's going to be 60 karma points, Megs. What else? Next. Did it? No, everybody went this round. Okay, so
yeah, I'm usually the top of the round.
Yes. So next round. Oh yeah. Okay, so you are usually top of the round. Okay, so which means Dave would be next.
All right, just split into 6 Marleys. If there's any stragglers, get them out.
Okay, you're trying to grab who you can. Drop a D10, and that's how much popularity you get for saving people.
10.
Nice. All right, so you're particularly popular now.
It's the Mohawk.
It's definitely the Mohawk. Oh man, he's got the what's his name? I can't remember his name now. Who cares? The wrestler with the Mohawk currently.
Sheamus.
Thank you. Yeah, Sheamus. Nobody say you look stupid anymore. Cesaro comes up and tags you in. Okay, Travis, you're up.
All right, now I got to land this thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Without killing myself or my passengers here. All right, so I'm spending karma.
For an agility feat?
For an agility feat here.
Go for it.
Okay, I'm going to have to spend a lot of it because I got a 21.
Oh, you just need to get into the green and you're fine.
And remind me what I'm rolling on one more time. Is it incredible like my generation?
No, whatever your agility is.
What are my, right, it was an agility.
It's remarkable, isn't it?
Right. It's remarkable.
I'm like remembering everybody's stats.
Yeah, you're good at this. So I need to spend 36 minus 21 is what? 15? I'm gonna spend 20 or spend 15 and get into the green.
Okay, yeah. Done. So you get in there. It's kind of a rough landing, but it's a landing. It's absolutely a landing. You took
anyone you walk away from, Bill.
Huh? Any landing you walk away from, right? You took the karma and the popularity for that, yes?
Yes, I
did.
Good.
The one older woman doesn't want to let go of your buttocks. She's like, I don't know if it's safe yet. I don't feel safe yet.
Listen, ma'am, I admire your tenacity. It's safe now. Let go of me. I kiss her fully on the mouth.
Oh my God, she faints.
And
She
then get
faints.
back into the action.
She
I'm an
swoons as you leave. Oh!
I'm an effing superhero, ma'am. I've got to go.
Okay. So next up, last would be Meg's. The worst intuition ever.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Okay, so what were we doing? Moving the fire underneath the other tornado?
You are going to make a power rank feat again at Remarkable.
Okay.
And yeah, you're going to have to get in the red again.
Yeah, so I'm definitely
Actually, no.
spending karma.
Now that you've got the assist from Doug, you only have to get into the yellow.
I'm still spending karma.
I was gonna say, can I spend my karma since I was like inspiring her and trying
You
to
can
talk
actually,
her
if
through
you
it?
want, you could both share the karma.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, absolutely.
Cool, so I got
In
57.
fact, this is actually where team karma would come into play.
One day we'll do that. One day.
Yeah. We're still gelling as a team. We're still figuring things out.
Figuring it out.
And then to get into the yellow will require 71. So
You rolled that low? Wow.
So 35 each.
no, not 71 total. I
Oh,
mean, I got
that's what you
57
need
and
to get,
71
yeah.
is the number that I need, and I'm bad at math, so I was
Wait.
talking myself
You
through
rolled
it.
7 and you need 71.
I'm getting out a calculator.
So you need 63
No,
I
points.
rolled 57.
Oh, so you need
57, and you need 71.
Thirty.
Yes.
Okay, done.
Four-
So you need 14.
4. Yeah.
So 7 each. Done. What do you call it? 7 karma points each. Done. Okay. The fire again. It kind of goes up, but this time it's fully contained, and you're even like what do you call it? You're able to smother a lot faster because you put up the wall around it. Was that a power stunt, Doug?
Yeah, I've done that twice, so I need to.
So
spend the
you're going to do it again.
Yeah.
This is actually I should have done this first. You have to get in the yellow. So you're going to give me 100
Okay.
karma points and get in the yellow.
And I'm gonna spend the karma.
Damn right you are.
Watch, I'll probably get like an 80 or something. So that's incredible. 90.
Nice.
Damn
Okay.
it. Well, that's what's in the red.
Not a problem. So yeah, you're able to get the whole thing down with only 110 karma points. You get the whole thing down, and
And then we realize like we're airborne.
the stage is still the frame of the stage is still standing. The rest of the winds are pretty much gone at this point.
I'm gonna make a rainbow slide of hard light if I can, if I have the time, since we're falling.
So you're gonna make a Bifrost?
Yeah, basically.
Ice. Oh, you're gonna make like a
Like-
a Bifrost version of Iceman's.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sweet.
The Marlies will
if
take
I have to.
each and play by themselves.
Because basically he's holding on to me and several people, and we're just
Yeah.
gonna be falling.
That
Yep.
crazy veteran.
They're
just got
playing. We're
run
not going
over.
to take it.
Twisted Sister.
Yeah.
So you were able to slide down safely.
I would have to spend another 100. That would be another karma.
Oh, you actually okay? You're actually gonna do that. Cool.
Oh yeah,
Cool.
man.
I didn't know you had that much karma saved. But
I have
awesome.
barely spent any, and I got an 83. So that's the 4th time I've used that power.
It's like the Green Lantern thing from the movie.
Absolutely yes. But now you guys are the race car
Yeah.
Yeah.
on this little Tycho track.
Yeah.
Okay, so Meg, I gave you what was it? 60 or 80 karma for that last tornado?
60.
Yeah, it was 60.
Okay, so you two both share 30 karma points for taking this one down. For everybody total, for responding, for acting, for putting this together, you guys are able to get I'm going to give you 30 karma points each for the general saving of people, the trying to prevent more property damage as possible, all that good stuff. On top of that, Doug, for finding that guy and for actually having a face and a sound recognition at this point. You'd recognize that voice and accent again in a heartbeat.
Oh, okay.
You're going to take an extra 30 karma points for that.
All right. Maybe I can work with broadcast to describe the sound and isolate it.
Yes, we all
It's like
need to
instead of a police
explore our
sketch, a
Yeah.
broadcast
Yeah.
soundbite.
A sound. Yeah. There you go.
Okay. So you guys, you're finishing up. bunch of like this goes out on Instagram, it goes out on Twitter, it goes out on WhatsApp, it goes out like all the social medias, and broadcast is picking all this stuff up and just like cycling through this stuff, showing you guys like, hey, check this one out. And like, you know, there's a one guy like, I can't believe it, man. Just Marley, the Marley, like this guy doesn't get nearly enough freaking credit for his music, and this guy saved me. Like 6 of them saved me. It was sick, man. It was awesome. And then what do you call another one? This one dude, man, he set the freaking tornado on fire. It was the most metal thing I've ever seen in my life. Holy crap. Another guy's like, dude, I'm telling you, I swear there was a Viking that came down from the Rainbow Bridge, man. He slid on his ass and got like, yeah, and he was fighting and everything. And then there's this one woman talking about he had the nicest, firmest buttocks you could possibly imagine. I'm telling you, and he kissed, like a soldier coming back from the war.
Tasted of flaky cherry pie.
Just a gentleman's shooter, like nobody knows.
Man of passion.
That Tab Cannon. So,
but what caused it?
Yeah.
I know, right?
I'm a little disappointed that he didn't mentally attack me.
That's the big problem.
We're beset. It wasn't the guy that the Ash saw. I don't think he was behind that. He said he was going after Nefaria.
So
well, after it's all said and done, like I guess we talk.
Mm-hmm.
You guys talk about these other guys that I never saw.
Yeah.
So were they like when you guys when they describe them? Is it the same guy?
Yeah, I mean, Ash said that she had seen a suspicious looking guy, and I went to check it out, and he had a weird accent. I asked if he was causing the problem, and if Nefaria sent me, he said no, he actually was gonna take on Nefaria next, and then he like hypnotized me or something.
What kind of accent did he have?
Eastern European. He was very pale, like white skin, white hair, and
like Bela Lugosi.
Yeah, I guess I would describe his voice in great detail. Maybe if that triggers any kind of sound-related instincts.
He was also a big guy. Like, it's surprising how big this guy was.
Like tall or just all around, like big, muscular. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
But he wasn't causing this tornado, so that's another mystery. We're just beset on all sides here. Somebody really wants Hunts Point to.
Well, that's what I mean. Do we really know that the same? It was. I want clarification as to whether it was the same guy on the pavilion and the same guy you encountered.
I think so.
If Ash and Nightlight describe the each individual, is it the same description?
It was 1.25 kilometers away.
The entirety of that description is there was a guy in a trench coat.
This guy was in a trench coat also.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not actually sure that it was a guy in the trench coat. He was pretty far away.
So how far was the sighting of the guy in the trench coat to the sighting with the guy by the generators?
About the same.
Far.
Yeah.
Not too far apart.
Hey, can you, Nightlight, can you like infravision look at the footprints on the pavilion and on the ground by the generator?
I could try. I have tried that in the past.
Oh.
I think it was in the sewer, and there was some reason I couldn't at the time. But yeah, I mean, if I can try that.
So what are you trying to do exactly?
See if there's any heat signature left from like a trail from that guy.
After there were just 2 tornadoes in the park.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like I said, I guess I would try it, even if
If you had the detective espionage skill, I would say that yes, you could absolutely do that.
Okay.
Yeah, you.
Come on, Tab. Echo.
Yeah, I'm not picking up anything here.
Yeah.
Then I can have like. So how long since he encountered this guy has it been till this moment right now? Has it
Like
been
a minute?
With trying to look at your watches and trying to remember about when it was after all this ridiculous excitement, probably a half hour to 45 minutes. You're not sure.
Hour 45 minutes.
So of us, Tab Cannon is the guy that like knows about other supers. So,
Yeah.
so who do you know that can make tornadoes?
Dracula doesn't control the weather. He's some sort of Transylvanian pavilion enthusiast who ruined our show. And,
Five car
and,
that was good.
and he okay. And
Man, I think Dracula in the Marvel universe has like all the powers though.
so yeah, I don't want to, metagame, but Dracula does crazy stuff in the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
So, but my character probably would be like, think Dracula is just kind of a dirtbag and something pretending to be.
And you guys out in the chat can check out Dracula Explained in a Minute on Comic Book University.
Oh, was it really Dracula? I thought it was Blackout, but I guess
Blackout can't make no whirlwinds.
I'm just saying, you guys keep on saying it's Dracula, so I actually did a Dracula Explained in a Minute. So
did you do it? Did you do it recently?
Yes,
I did it right before Halloween.
Yeah.
Oh, then it was probably Halloween related. I was trying to metagame.
Maybe,
It just came out this morning. Did he do a Blackout in a minute?
No, I did not. But you can go and check out the Nerdarchy article.
I meant the Ghost Rider Blackout.
Oh no, I did not do
the
that.
Lilin. I believe he was
All
one
he
of the
was-
Lilin.
And all he did was make it dark, right? He didn't have any real powers. He was just kind of like, he was just super god.
But he was real pale with long white hair.
He didn't really deserve to be a Ghost Rider villain. He was just really goth.
But he was just a dude in a trench coat. He didn't have like a cape and a cowl and long hair, and he wasn't like colorfully dressed. He was just a mysterious figure in a trench coat with a Eastern European accent.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess the thing though
That's
is
not Dracula.
So, yeah, but we gotta see if there's any Dracula knockoffs that have a beef against the mob over here.
And can
Also,
control
people
the
that
weather.
can do the windy thing.
Yeah, how can we find that out? People that can control the weather? I mean, clearly their intention was just to spoil the...
Can't you like change the color of the air or something and track the weather pattern?
I
You can do the first one.
I can change the color of the air.
You can do that.
Ash, are you still having trouble in the chat? They're still giving you a hard time in the chat. Unbelievable. This old guy, man, he just doesn't get it.
Oh, the old guy, the guy that kicked the dog.
Enjoying the old veteran.
Just nuke him.
And the crowd was possessed at some point.
So I'm looking around. Hey guys, who's gonna clean all this up?
Not it.
I'm down.
I'll call my valet, Mr. Underwood, and have him call a cleaning crew.
Yeah, let's get all this tidied up here.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna go get
So Tab, you gonna be able to spin this? Make it look good for us?
Yeah. I mean,
But why? What are we gonna? I mean, how are we gonna? These guys are just relentless.
they call that force majeure.
And so far, we've just been reacting to everything they do. And to be honest, I'm getting pretty pissed off. I want to take the fight to these guys. I'm
Yeah.
sick of just
Me
them.
too. Right after I get a beer.
as you guys say that, a very large man comes walking up to you with his own retinue. A big white limo pulls out. He starts walking towards you guys. You recognize him immediately as Mayor Wilson Fisk.
All right.
He comes walking right up to you guys. He's got his cane with the big diamond on top, and he just comes walking up and he looks at you guys in his suit, and he says, "So you're the heroes of the day, hmm?"
We're trying to be.
Hey, I was just here to play some music and raise some money for the who we raising the money for? For the kids, right?
Yeah, for the rec center. And the
Yeah.
neighborhood.
We're just trying to unwreck the rec center, rocking out.
Well, it's a noble cause. At the same time, you had all the proper city permits, and this is kind of freakish, but you kind of have to admit, having a couple of superheroes around here playing music and organizing a concert, and suddenly there are 2 tornadoes in New York City. How often do you see tornadoes in New York City, gentlemen?
Yeah, they definitely weren't natural. Somebody's really wanting to damage this neighborhood and ruin.
Come on, you're not trying to blame us for the weather.
He points his stick at, like, like in general, you guys, like any of you guys control weather?
Nope.
I saw one of you knuckleheads flying out there just a little while ago. He puts
That was a big gust of wind. He had nothing to do with that. He had no control.
There was a tornado. People fly all the time. You saw a lot of civilians doing that too, let's be honest.
If I could control the weather, I'd be
about having you guys arrested right now, because this is absolutely ridiculous. I've never seen something like this before. You guys come in and have your little concert, superheroing around, what? To try... It looks to me almost like you guys are actually purposely doing stuff like this just so that you could get popular, just so you could try and save the day. 2 tornadoes in New York City. God forbid one. I've never seen a tornado in New York City.
Hey, are you saying? Hey, is he right? Can we get popular this way?
To be honest, Mr. Fisk, we have quite a bit of evidence that a man named Luciano, is that his name in the area?
Yep, Luciano.
Has had very aggressive moves to muscle people out of their real estate in this area. He's tried to have them assassinated, and we've really just been trying to help them. You can ask any of, I'll name Carlos Acosta and things like that. And this whole benefit concert was to try and raise money to repair some of the damage that some of these yahoos that he's sent after these people has caused in the area. They burned down a building. They murdered somebody.
He's going to cut you off, and he says, "Oh, I know what the concert was benefiting. One little gutter snipe put a flyer under my windshield wiper on my limo."
Well, I mean, if you're here, if the city would like to help, revitalize this imperiled neighborhood, I mean, if there's anything that you'd like to, if that's why you're here, to help offer the city's condolences or resources to help these people. Are there still people around, like citizens and
These
stuff?
people have the right to get renter's insurance so that they would be covered. They have the right to go and seek lawyers to sue the negligent owners. But all of them were in the proper city ordinances. All of them had the proper license. All of them were up to date on the latest OSHA standards. So what you're looking to do afterwards is some kind of a charity organization. And this is not a socialist country, sir. So I'm afraid that the city is only able to do but so much to help these people. Sometimes these people have to pick themselves up by their bootstraps and help themselves. And I know that may not be the most popular thing to say, but I'm not actually running for mayor anymore. I've already got the position.
Well, no, I absolutely 100% agree with you. We're from this neighborhood, and that's exactly what we're doing.
I didn't realize the position of mayor was tenured.
Oh,
no, he's saying it's not an election year.
Yeah, it's not. You actually put it better than I did. It is not an election year. He just became mayor this year, so there won't be any recounts.
Well, look, sir, I'm not trying to start a fight with you. I mean, we are from this neighborhood.
Mystery Mutt growls at Fisk and raises a leg to pee on him, and then looks to Ash for permission, and Ash just kind of gives a nod, like, all right, yeah, you do that.
I'll take my mask off. I'll take my hood off and say, like, my dad has had a business here for over 30 years, and
you just unmasked yourself. You're the worst hero ever.
What? Wait a minute.
I'm from here.
Hold on.
Kind of breaking news.
It's me.
Been revealed.
Yeah.
Leo Lampley is Nightlight, ladies and gentlemen. And he's got
Mystery Mutt, just real quick. Mystery Mutt goes to make a move on Kingpin.
Oh, no.
One of the most skilled SOBs ever. So with a quick deft move of his wrist, he actually puts the cane right in front of the dog, and it actually goes through the little part of the collar there, because if the dog is not on the collar, it's going to a pound.
Yeah.
So right through the collar, and he kind of goes and looks back at Ash, and he's like, the dog shrugs as best a dog can. And Kingpin scowls at the dog. So he walks back and he says, Leo Lampley. Lampley. Wonders never cease. There's like a little quick retcon. I retcon the con.
No, he doesn't. He gets it wrong.
He got it right. It's like,
Ben Karma.
Ted Carpenter retcon. What do you call it? He's like, I am impressed and disappointed at the same time. So wow, public identity reveal. Eek. I believe that's an automatic -10 immediately, and then later.
What, karma?
Yeah,
Or popularity?
don't do it right now.
Okay.
Because like there's that. If I remember correctly from the player's book, I think that there's an immediate loss of 10 karma points, but then you're quickly able to build back 20.
Well, I just want to show them that I'm from this neighborhood, and you know, I've invested a lot through my company and everything to help. But you know, when these enforcers and the porcupines start threatening regular people, we just didn't know what to do, and we wanted to do something. I mean, even when they arrested the porcupine for attempted murder, he was out on the street in minutes. We just didn't know what to do.
I've got my DA on that, and he's doing.
That's awesome.
In fact, assistant district attorney ADA Matt Murdoch is actually trying to find out why all of that happened. No, none of you actually know the secret identity of that.
Yeah,
you know that.
Yeah, I got it. It's cool.
And Matthew Murdoch right now.
So, are there people still around here? You know, people that were at this punk concert where the man has now stepped in and is causing trouble.
The man, he's causing trouble?
I mean, like, you know, we've got the mayor here. He is pretty much the definition of the man, threatening to arrest us after what just happened that they're so stoked about. I mean, like, just saying.
The news crews do show up at this point, and they start, rolling. And of course, there's freedom of the press. So he kind of looks over and he looks back and he scowls at you guys and he turns around and he says, well. Looks like, let's see if I can do a on-the-spot news broadcast. Shit. I'm like in the present, like I know that Travis is looking at me through those aviators, so let's see if I can just block him. Okay, so he turns around, he says, ladies and gentlemen of the press, I don't really know what else to say except I'm completely beside myself. Here you have one of the elite, one of the top 1%, Mr. Leo Lampley. I said it right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And retcon, 10 color points. And says, so here's a man who has the resources to help out the best he can to dedicate a building to helping out these people, but instead he leaves them in a recreation center that's already overpopulated. And instead he puts on a pair of tights with neon glow stick lights all over him, and he wants to start trying to be a superhero. And what? Punch faces on the bottom percent because you guys don't have the ability to afford lawyers. This is not the kind of campaign I ran on. I am personally sick and tired. I understand that you have heroes like Daredevil, heroes like Captain America who are out there, who we know their secret identity, who do everything they possibly can to help people, but we know who they are. They're accountable. But then you have people, costume vigilantes like Daredevil, who are going to hide behind their masks, like these guys have done up until now. And they're going to go off in street justice vigilantism. This is unacceptable. This isn't like the Guardian Angels under Curtis Sliwa, who have gone out and actually helped people. These are people who can help out in so many other ways. You've got one of the brightest up-and-coming news, practically a televangelist at this point, Tab Cannon, if I see your face correctly. There's so much light he could have brought onto this situation, and instead he wants to dress up in a pair of tights with a. Is that a Nintendo Power Glove?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is absolutely ridiculous. This is ridiculous. At this point forth, I want it to be understood that the mission for my campaign, moving forward from this point, I'm redoubling my efforts to remove vigilantes like this, costumed or uncostumed, off of the streets, because we have police. I've just reinstituted the Code Blue initiative so that we can actually have trained police officers who are accountable to the city, accountable to you, not hiding in some back place. This is unacceptable.
Sorry.
And I will not stand for it any further. And he marches off, gets into his limo, and he leaves.
Before he does, Nightlight, can you put him in a pink suit, please?
In a pink. Can I do that subtly?
I don't know how subtle you can make pink.
Well, no. I mean, it would turn pink, but without
Slow
it
fade.
looking
It's a
like
fade.
it's
Yeah, I
coming
think
from
he's
me.
gonna know where it came.
Yeah, I don't think. But I would like to say, like, as he's walking away, if the cameras are still rolling, I say, like, well, I would just like to actually thank Mr. Fisk for recognizing that they do need to do something to clean up the streets, and Bright Future Technologies has actually invested heavily in this neighborhood and the area beneath this neighborhood where there is just rampant with crime and supervillains. There's a weird, like, vermin-esque humanoid man living right under our feet right now. And I actually wish for the day when they wouldn't need us to put on these costumes, but when
just so we know, the camera shifts to all the rats looking out of Ash's trench coat as you're talking about the vermin.
Not that kind of vermin. There's a rat man living right under our feet. He said his name was Vermin.
The camera kind of goes,
But yeah, but it was only once the escalated to like I said earlier, like dangerous proportions where like innocent people that are just trying to make a living and help the community were targeted for assassination and kidnapping, that we just didn't know what else to do. And I'm pledging that Bright Future Technologies will redouble our efforts to invest in this community, which we have for many years, by the way, Mr. Mayor. Thank you.
He turns and kind of gives you a... He's not even going to give a scowl or anything. He's going to kind of have a perfectly resolute face. And he kind of lingers his gaze on you for a moment, but then still turns and gets back in the limo, closes the door.
I gave you the look.
Driver runs off and leaves. So you're not quite sure what the look meant, but he did scrutinize you a little bit.
Okay.
So the Raven gets a 66 on trying to poop on Fisk's head.
Who is doing that?
The Raven. Because somebody's been like
Raven the Raven.
Pro.
It is Raven, right? It's Raven Thylacine.
Yeah, Raven Thylacine.
Umbrella.
Actually, really interesting extinct animal, but
unless there is karma spent, an umbrella.
You got 365 chat karma. Do you want to use it to poop on?
Spend 30 karma.
Do you want to use it to poop on the mayor?
Wilson Fisk's head.
And Underwood's the chat leader, so it's up to him.
So, does anybody else have anything to say? I see the aviators.
I'll be like, all right. I'm going to be making a statement of my own a little later on.
Mr. Zerft comes up with, puts the microphone in place.
Right. But listen, we all know what's really going on here, folks. Crime is down the streets. We all know who's getting pushed around. I've been telling you about it for weeks. This is, the mayor has, made his remarks. But what we're here to talk about tonight is the heroism demonstrated by the Hunt Point heroes who saved lives, and that does not negate law enforcement, but it does not replace law enforcement. But we watch this town. We protect this town. We're from this town. We love this town. Sometimes, it all goes to hell. Who you gonna call? Us, baby. These guys. You
can do the NWO.
That's right. Oh, that was all right.
Just Scott Hall and Kevin Nash show up and start pointing at Hulk Hogan.
So listen, this is what's up. We've been through a lot tonight, and we're gonna make sure that this town is safe. And we're sponsored by Hostess Fruit Pies. Want everybody to know to get out there and enjoy delicious crispy fruit pie, whether it's the flaky crust or the fruit filling. You won't want to miss it. So then, save lives. Save lives. This is the takeaway, folks. Save lives. Fruit pies. Okay.
All right, chat. 3 people here have spoken.
I've done better.
3 people here have spoken. I was one of them, as Mayor Wilson Fisk. Then you have Tap Cannon, the man so sweet you have to say his name twice. And then you have Doug as Leo Lampley doing the very politically correct statement. Tell me, in rank, 1, 2, 3, who got the best? Who had the best speech, the best on the spot speech?
Leo.
And then we will determine karma from that point forth.
Bill, somebody had asked how much karma they would have to spend to poop on.
I said 30.
Oh, 30? Okay.
I stated 30. And just remember, you guys, you might want to get your superpowers. The sooner the better.
Yeah.
But the old vet goes up and tries to pee. There's some people who go and grab you. You wind up peeing on the security guards, and they they're trying not to roughhouse you, but instead of actually punching you in the face, Underwood, they're actually just going to put you on the ground and lean on you a little bit because they got peed on, but because the cameras are there. But yeah, you get rough-handled to put down. You don't get anywhere near the mayor. But nice one, nice try.
I'd like to think that on social media, it's like hashtag Nightlight, and that's the big story is that this guy came out and they're nonplussed with another one of broadcast plea to eat fruit pies, and they kind of shit on. I think they shit on me on social media.
And they're saving the 30, so no poop on the Kingpin.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they tried it. It lands on the umbrella. It just kind of.
There you go.
Bird problem. Too many pigeons. The Raven's more pissed than ever. I'm not a pigeon. Okay. Also, Zareth security. No, excuse me. Fergal security comes up and does a little information session with the police. What do we got? Zareth road crew. They managed to save some of the equipment and the instruments and whatnot. They're doing a quick little test on the guitars. All right. And that being said, karma for the chat. Let's go in a row. How about let's go by initiative order. Doug.
I'm gonna give I'll give him 20. I'll give him the full 25. There wasn't a whole lot of people in the chat tonight, but they were super active.
We had
and they were throwing out
at one.
Was it really? Oh
yeah.
But still, there was just a lot of activity. I didn't keep up with all of it, but I just saw a lot of they were role playing amongst themselves and throwing out plot twists and stuff. I thought that was really cool. So I'll give him the full 25.
Okay. Next up, using martial arts would be Dave.
Oh man, I'm going to give him 15.
Okay. Travis, you're up.
I'm gonna give him the full 25. I'm with Doug. It's so cool that we've got awesome people watching the show and interacting and they did it.
They melted my heart. I'm usually the curmudgeon who doesn't want to give them.
I know, me too. And I was apprehensive about even opening the chat box tonight. I was like, I don't even know what's gonna happen in there tonight, but I'm glad I did because there's a couple people in there who are really interacting with me, and I think that's awesome. So 25.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys.
And they were trying so hard to pee on you.
It's not gonna happen. I've got the That's over.
I've got a pee force field.
Yeah.
Who stole the taco truck?
Fraginator. Well, no,
Deadpool.
Yeah, Fraginator was running the taco truck. I think Zareth actually stole it.
Yes, I think it was Zareth who actually got the people and the truck out. I don't know if he kicked everybody out and then made way with the freaking truck or not, but yeah. Right now,
who spent the karma to send Deadpool on stage?
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember.
It was Underwood. I don't actually know who suggested doing it, but Underwood cleared it. Who did was it Zareth?
There were so many suggestions, like the demonic possession was a plot twist they spent karma on.
Well, that was actually a really good one because I was able to use that with the main bad guy.
Oh, yeah.
I knew it was Dracula.
When you had first said that you're like, okay, Chet, you're going to control bystanders, I thought you were going to say they were possessed and we had to fight them without hurting them. I was like, oh, man, that's going to be rough.
That would be something, right? If
Yeah.
you want to do that, by all means, I'm open. Megs, how much karma are you giving to the chat?
Do I ever not go the full 25?
I don't think you do.
But, I mean, let me specify, though, because I feel like people enjoy hearing this. I really liked how they were interacting with each other in the chat. I really enjoyed the side RP that was going on both between us and the chat and between the chat goers and each other. I just feel like they were being generally awesome.
All right. And then War Eagle Keith Brandon has given 20 to the chat.
475.
Nice. And then we've got to know who our MVP is. Who's going to have a chance to do some voice acting?
It's really tough this week, man. There's Underwood sketches. There's Zareth. There's Fergal, and so many others too.
Oh, I hate to do this, but yeah, Fergal did also just win.
I know, and that's what I was thinking too. Zareth Gaming just won over $300 worth of stuff, from the chat earlier today.
That's completely separate.
I'm gonna
Yes,
go
Zareth has a
for.
good voice. If anybody's actually checked out Zareth's channel on YouTube, he's actually got a really good voice for this too. So I'm actually really interested in seeing him do some voice acting also.
I'm gonna vote for Fraginator because he brought the taco truck, and I love tacos.
Yeah.
So,
Actually, hey, Zareth Gaming, you want to come on the live chat on Friday? I don't have a guest, and I've been meaning to ask you anyway.
Nice. Look at that. Okay, so now he can't win MVP. He got all sorts of stuff, and he's going to get some FaceTime on the Nerdarchy channel. Awesome.
Bill, you won for the best speech. There was 4 for Fisk, 1 for Nightlight, and 3 for broadcast.
Oh, that's a shame.
Whatever.
Wow. Okay, so
That's what the council.
I will give. What do you call it? I've got 50 karma that I was going to give to like whoever was going to win, but I own karma, so I create karma. So what I will do though is I will instead give you all of you guys 50 karma to put in a pool. So
Yeah.
you guys have a pool started, and you got 50 karma points in.
Okay, awesome.
So let's remember your super pool. Also, one of the things you guys can do, I forgot to actually mention this, and I was going to actually put something in there. My comments on my channel are actually filling up. I can't see the freaking screen anymore. What do you call it? You guys have what is it? You guys can do your own personal karma bank, is what I believe it's called. So that, like if you guys kill somebody, you lose all of your karma. But if you put your karma in a specific bank, in a specific fund, then what happens is that will stay there, but it's got to have a purpose. So like, let's say if you say, okay, I want to raise my power. So I'm going to put, karma into this pool. So that karma can never be used for increasing, a role or to use towards a power stunt or anything. It can only be used towards this thing that you're looking for. But then if you kill someone accidentally or lose too much karma points, then that karma is never actually touched. That's one of the benefits that players have.
So we can start killing people.
Well, I think Ash came the closest tonight.
That was a highlight for me, is that I've done 2 team power stunts with Ash in 2 different sessions. That's been pretty cool for me.
Involving the force fields, nonetheless.
Yeah, I like that's cool. I like doing that kind of stuff.
If you're actually watching the Gifted, which is on tonight, I got to do that live chat tonight. Is what do you call it? That's actually what the 2 main characters do. They both telekinesis. One does a shield. The other person does like a cutting, exploding telekinesis attack.
Is that the Fenris twins?
Focus. Yes, the Fenris twins. Yeah.
Who do you? We kind of lost track. Who is everybody else's MVP? We got one for Fraginator.
I go. Jack Frost was my backup, if not for Virgil.
Okay.
Jack Frost had the innocence of a child tonight.
I'm going to go with Underwood Sketches.
All right.
I too am going with Underwood Sketches because I have a modicum of power to abuse, and he drew my character, and he did a really good job on it. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Underwood Sketches, you just got to get your parents to sign off on that.
And then I forget, Bill, do you usually vote for MVP?
No, I'm not allowed to vote.
But Brandon does, though, right?
If there's a tie, which
then that's Underwood Sketches.
Turns out he actually voted for Underwood anyway.
Oh, well, there you go.
So yeah, that was pretty indisputable. Wow, so Underwood, freaking MVP.
He's Mystery Mutt, and he's my valet.
But there were a lot of people in the chat wearing multiple hats. Like there were a lot of people in the chatterites who looked like totem poles with all the hats they were wearing.
Oh, yeah, like honorable mention, Raven was the Dare person that was handing out flyers, and also the Crow.
Yep, that was good.
Also, for the sake of backstory, there is now on the back of several milk cartons, there is a picture of a taco truck.
Perfect.
And a crazy guy with a really bad skin and a trench coat and a hat walking around looking at every truck, trying to rub off symbols to see if it says taco and smelling.
He bought the hat from Saiyan because he was the one that was selling all the hats the whole time.
Oh yeah. So
all right, so I guess with that it's time for Warrior will keep to take us out.
Yes, guys, there is going to be the outro. I want everybody to pay attention to the outro, because if you need any other suggestions of who the main bad guy was tonight, This should give it away. All right, guys. Professor Bill,
But we can't hear it. Stay nerdy.
Excelsior.
Billy, we killed those guys, man. The wall pigs didn't stand a chance.
They're gonna blame the weather, but dude, we rocked so hard they didn't even stand a chance.
Did you see the look on Marley's face?
He looked so sad, man. Haha. He looked like a little lost baby.
This was a retirement gig for him, man. Now he can become a full-time superhero. What the hell was that?
Probably Marley's career.
What the hell are you?
Halloween was last month, freak.
Yes. Your blood will do nicely.
Ah!